Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Indesit LR8S1W fridge freezer. Just rolls off the top of that model number. And what I want to do today is to show you around the fridge freezer some of the features and benefits that it offers, and really why, if you're in the market for a fridge freezer, then this could be a good one to consider. So as you can see, it is quite a big boy, this model, and what you want to do is to make sure it fits in first. So the width on this is a standard 60 centimeters. It's just a touch under, but really you need to make sure you've got 60 centimeters space for it to fit into. The height on this is 188 centimeters, so it's a nice tall one. And something else to consider, which not many people talk about, is the depth. If it is going to a row of units, then if it is going into a standard worktop, then this could stick out a little bit. So I'd recommend having a good measure first, because this one is around 66 centimeters deep. So just have a measure up. There's nothing worse than having the product arrive, then finding that it doesn't fit. Now first of all, I'll show you the fridge part, and as you can see on here, on this model you've actually got a water dispenser. Now this is just for cool water, so during the summer months especially, if you want a nice cool drink, then this is the place to come. So all you need to do is just get your glass and just push it up against there, and then it will dispense the water. As you can see from here, you've actually got a nice flush front, so it's got a nice easy grip handle underneath, and on these models they are actually right hinged. If you do need to change it round to the other side, then it is quite an easy process. It is something you need to do really before you start using it. You don't want to try and do it when it's being used. It's a lot easier to do it when before it actually gets installed. But all you need to do is just unscrew these. So ideally when it's lying on its back or lying backwards, then unscrew those and the bottom hinge, take the doors off, and then just reverse them to the other side. So on the door itself, clearly you need to allow space for the water unit. This is where you fill it up. So you do actually get a filter with it. You do get the water filter. That just gets put in the top here. So when it comes to filling the water container, it is easy to do. All you need to do is just get a jug of water and then take the top off there and then just fill it through that part. For cleaning purposes, then you can take this apart if you want to, so you can go and clean it all. So that's nice and easy to do. It does say on the front to use water only. Like anyone would have thought to put in beer or wine in there. I know it would be a good idea, but it's not really recommended. So just to finish off in the door, if you are using say the 4 or 6 pints of milk, then you could find that you might not have space at the top here. So what Indesit have done is they've allowed us to take out this top shelf, and that's a really good idea. So if you're just using the small, say, cartons of milk, then you will have space. But if you're using the big containers, then you might struggle for space here, so at least they've allowed us to take this out. As we go inside the fridge, then it is a really good space. This has got 225 litre capacity in the fridge, so there's plenty of space to put everything. What I really like is that you've got nice deep shelves, and they're nice and wide as well. Clearly, because this is a 60 centimetre model, then it just allows the extra space inside compared to some of the thinner 55 centimetre models that Indesit make. Also, as we go to the bottom, then you have got, as well as having another glass shelf, then you have got this. This is called the Big Crisper, and this is it's a really nice sort of good size salad drawer. I always prefer the one large salad drawer compared to the 2 smaller ones. It just makes it a lot easier if you've got, say, big things like celery or cucumber, then it just saves having to squeeze them in one side. And also on the right hand side here, this is the main control, so it's nice and easily accessible, and also you've got the bulb just behind here, so if you do need to ever replace the bulb, then it's in a nice easy location. So when it comes to the freezer, then with this one, it isn't frost free, so with this one you would need to defrost it every now and then. Indesit claim this is something called low frost. So the main advantage of low frost is when it comes to defrosting it, it doesn't have to be done very often. It very much depends how full you have it. If you do keep it full, if it's anything like ours at home, then it's always bursting at the seams. then you will find you only need to defrost it, well, some people are saying probably every couple of years, but it does vary on how you use it and how often the door is open. So the drawers themselves are very substantial. The top one is slightly shallower at the top compared to the middle one, so this one's a really good size. That's the main drawer in there. And just to give you an idea, so the width on this is 39.5 centimeters wide, and around, you're looking about 39 centimeters deep. So it, really good size. They're nice and easy to get back in, so they just pop back in there. You will find with the bottom one that, same as most fridge freezers, that it is a little bit shallower. So that one is about 24 centimeters deep. So yeah, not quite the same depth as the middle one. What I do really like about these, and it's the same on a lot of the Indesit fridge freezers, is that what they've done is, rather than having it moulded out of one piece of plastic, then it's actually two pieces. So if you do break the front part, which on the odd occasion it can happen, then at least it's nice and easy to just get the front part replaced. You're not having to shell out and replace the whole drawer. Also, it's worth mentioning that the capacity on this freezer is 111 litres, and it's worth having a look. If you're looking for a fridge freezer, then compare the capacities on, especially on the freezers, because you will find that capacity on freezers nowadays are a lot smaller than they used to be. So at 111 litres, then in this kind of size, then that's really good. Now I know for a lot of people, looking around the back of the fridge freezer isn't very relevant, but I just wanted to show you this, that you have got the metal backing, as a lot of fridge freezers have got now. You have got the standard grille, so when I mentioned about the 66 centimeter depth, then that does include that. I would recommend at least allowing a couple of extra centimeters to just really allow circulation of air, but as you go down to the bottom, then that's where the compressor is located. So I always knew this was going to be a really quick video, just showing you the Indesit LR8S1W fridge freezer. There's not a huge amount to talk about, but hopefully I've covered a lot of the things that you want to know about the fridge freezer. All I ask is that on a YouTube channel, please click subscribe and leave any comments below. If you got any questions about the fridge freezer, then just pop it into the comments and I will get back to you. Also, if you have got one of these, or if you've got a model that's like this in the Indesit range, then leave it in the comments, let me know what you think about it, because I do always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.